Welcome into my channel. Thank you for being here and allowing me to read your energy. I've already cleared your space. I'm sharing from my heart for the highest good of all. I invite spirits of the light for whatever messages they'd like to send through me. I'm always listening, always learning, and sharing what comes through. I'm excited to see what the messages have to say today. I felt led to share with you that I woke up this morning to a flooded room, actually, 2 rooms. So if you've had that experience, this message might be for you, and never a pleasant experience to wake up to. But these things do happen. Hope you're doing well out there today. I have the peace rock, which I mentioned yesterday that I would bring into the reading today after we had peace as an overall message. And here's that rock I was telling you about. And here's the infinity symbol. It's beautiful. So I found that as a gift I felt from spirit to me. And then we have this little bird. It looks like a grouse to me. He looks really peaceful. So he wanted to come in, sit with us in the reading today. And using the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed and this animal deck. So the owl is with us here today. Get a chakra card. A crystal card. These crystal cards are from Mia Toll. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I have a microphone on. I probably should stop this really quick and be sure this is working, because I'm trying this out for the first time with the microphone to see if it's a better experience for you. So I'm going to stop the video, check that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I decided just to take off the microphone, so we'll have the first intro part with the microphone and then the last without. That way we can see what's best for the message and how it comes through. Being the observer. Is that a coyote? We had the coyote yesterday. He was the truth teller, bringer of truth yesterday. I believe that is a coyote. He kind of ended the reading yesterday. He wasn't a trickster. He was the teller, bringer of truth, and also a reminder to play. So he's starting the reading today. He's like, yes, remember to play. Look, he's got his telescope and he's engaged in his special interest. He must be interested in astrology. So he's looking at the moon and the man in the moon. You have to be a playful kind of person to notice that. I know of people, this is not a criticism. I'm never trying to criticize anyone. I'm just making observations and then I share them, but it's not a judgment. Nothing's right or wrong. It's my observations. And some people don't notice the man in the moon. I've talked to people and they say, I don't know what you're talking about. I just don't see that. And I think, how is that? To me, it's so obvious when I look at the moon, and obviously to a lot of people, because the man in the moon, that's a good movie too, by the way, The Man in the Moon. You might want to check that out if you haven't seen it. Here we have our banner again. So I feel like this is grounded in daily life again. Because yesterday the reading wanted to kind of be grounded in daily life and the earthly plane, the 3D realm. I'm noticing that he's on this egg that we had yesterday in the reading. This egg yesterday was a concrete egg with a person in it, and you were the dove trying to bring peace to the person. You had a peace offering, an offering of a different life, an offering of a life that was much softer. And now here it is again. And I'm not sure yet. Are you, I think maybe you're this coyote. Again, with peace, he's pretty peaceful there. He's just like, yeah, I'm just looking at the man in the moon, number 49. He's connected to his earthly plane here with his life events going on. He's a participant, but also an observer. So today you're on top of this concrete egg. We don't see the face, we still see the star. So you're the playful observer. Milk and honey, number 51, or the number 6. Milk and honey. This reading is so far about play for sure. Peaceful play. Look here, you in the milk and honey. You're tapped into the rainbow, or the rainbow is here for you. Whatever that is, you've made peace with something. Your physical needs are met. You have milk and honey. Those are the sweet things. Honey is the sweet thing, one of the sweetest things of life. Milk is sustenance. Milk nourishes babies. This is a baby elephant. You could be a mother playing with your child. A mother who's connected to the energy of play, the sweetness of life. He's very happy there. He or she. The number 7, to the sea. Here we are with our boat and our compass again. The higher power watching over. This is a different energy of being in the sea. This looks like a bathtub almost. And the propeller is out of the water. Is that the propeller? That's what I'm assuming that is. It's out of the water, so it's not really going to get her anywhere. She has the compass, but it's pointed forward. She looks like a fairy. A fairy in a little bathtub boat. It almost looks like it's made out of paper. She has her fairy wings, but they're kind of let down right now. It kind of looks like she's reading something. Maybe she's reading a map. Where is she going? That's what she's wondering. Where am I going? Going to the sea. How does this tie into the milk and honey and the observer, please? Can you let me know how does that tie in? I have the number 7 with forward movement. Okay, maybe we'll get more with that. The number 30, or the number 3, tick tock, tick tock. We've had a lot of messages about time being an illusion. This clock is being shattered. So that goes right along with time is an illusion. It's tied to this sort of air balloon. You've been gripping time tightly, like, oh, TikTok, I got to get this done, this race, this life event, whatever that is. Look, these cards, even the colors match up here. It's like you're down here learning to play, learning to tune in to your whatever makes you happy. But there's this lingering, this event, this work life, these duties you have to do, and the illusion of there not being enough time. Like, I have to get this all done. I have to do this. But that's in contrast with this energy of rest and peace, and this of play. So letting go of that, maybe that's been difficult. This kind of looks like a difficult letting go of that there's not enough time. A loosening the grip on that. Maybe there's been some shattering moment that's like you've had to let go of that grip on getting things done in a certain amount of time. You know, if we press on when we need to rest and we need to play and we need to tap into that peaceful energy, our bodies can do a full stop on us and force us into rest. So maybe that's what this is about. Like, Spirit is quietly here. It's not forceful. It's just a subtlety. That subtle, I'm here if you need me. And taking a less rigid approach to your journey, to your path. Knowing that you have the map and that you could turn around and put this in the water when you're ready. Maybe that's what it's saying. It's like, don't grip to time so fast. You don't have to hurry up and rush and put this in the water and be off with it. You give yourself time to contemplate what it is you want, to rest in meditation with Spirit. Chop wood, yes. That's what this is about. It's like, while you're waiting for your destination to be more clearly defined and determined, and you're taking your time with that, just tend to the daily life. And that, here it is, right here, your events of daily life. This is that representation of tasks that need to be done during the day, of work that's needing to be done. So tend to those things. And even in those daily things, this is the number 42 or the number 6, even in those daily things, Spirit is with you. When you're sweeping the floor, if you need to tap in, you can. Your guides, whoever that is for you, however you tap in, they're here for you. And once you realize the importance of the daily tasks, of just the simple things like chopping wood, then your broom is no longer just, oh, a drudgery of a broom. It's got this pretty tassel with a light at the end. There's purpose to this work. Even the simple, the mundane. It's important. I'm noticing this broom is on the, it seems to me to be on the outside of the house, like it's something you haven't been tending to. You've been thinking that those things were burdensome and not tending to that, but it's here to say, look, these things are important too, and when you tend to these things, letting go of the idea that everything has to be done now. You know, the work can take its time. There is no rush to that. You can observe and play and quietly plan. And tend to the daily things. And so let that in, you know, see these big doors that have been keeping that out. Like maybe that's your mind that's been keeping that out. Like, oh no, I can't think about that. I can't, if I do, then I'll be out of the flow. Sometimes things like vacuuming and sweeping and cleaning can actually get you into the flow. So it's here with some rays of recognition. Like, notice me, remember me. It could also be here with the message of you have to clean up the floor. When the floor floods, you have to clean it up. That's just part of life. We have to tend to those things of daily living. So let's see what animal wants to speak to us today. Community. You are a powerful creator, the bee spirit. The bee is all about community. Oh my gosh, look at this. Honey and the bee. I love it. I love these winks from spirit, these synchronicities. It's so special. So thank you. Yeah, so the bee makes its honey for so many people to enjoy, and it does its work. It does its work. Look at this. It does its work for people that it may never, and it doesn't even really know it's doing it for people. It just does it because that's what it does. The bee it creates honey. It protects the hive. It protects the queen that's so important to the hive. But this is the worker bee, so that's who's in this reading today. He is, I've swapped these cards. I don't know. Usually that doesn't happen. Wonder why that happened. Oh well, guess it's meant for a purpose. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. So you are the queen of abundance. We've had that theme in the reading about abundance being so much more than money, but so the bee makes its honey and it's enjoyed by so many people. It can travel far. It can be also consumed by local people, and it has medicine in it for people. It can help with allergies. But the bee doesn't know where its medicine and fruit, its honey will go. It just does the work. It shows up. It does the work. And we have expand into wonder. Yep. Here we go. Expanding in. He's looking into the skies with wonder and peace. This whole inside of this person's head is crystals. Amethyst. Maybe that's your birthstone. Look, there's a hot air balloon. Excuse me, there's a hot air balloon. And the throat chakra is being activated. We're trying to figure out the microphone thing today. It's about the sound. And then here we have the moon again. The same type of moon. Do you call that a crescent moon? I'm not sure. So again, with the third eye, those colors of violet and purple. Oh, the crown chakra, the 7th chakra. Yep, so that's definitely tying in there. I feel the divine force flowing through me. I honor this, and I know it flows through all. It's flowing through the bee. I am calm in knowing that I am one with all, and I contemplate and meditate on this fact. I regularly remind myself that we are all from the same source and that we are all on a journey as spiritual beings experiencing this physical existence. I am aware that I have a choice as to how I respond to what is happening in my life. My responses have an enormous effect on my spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical well-being. And my mind is open to new experiences that will transform my life. So that was really beautiful. Let's read about chopping wood. Let's see what it has to say, since this is about grounding in the earthly 3D life and how that can benefit you, and knowing that you still are on your path, your journey to the uncharted waters. But this is about something going on, that, you know, the need to ground and stay with your feet on the ground in life, because that's necessary for you to sustain this new journey that's coming up, or that's already here. So we need chop wood. Bear with me as I find this here. Every book is different as to how they put their messages, how they order them. Okay, yes, so being grounded in everyday experience, humility. There are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your conscience so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Exactly. That's why she's kind of like dead in the water right now at this moment. She's still there. She's still going. She's got her map. She has spirit, but it's not as forceful right now. Consider why. And wait, there are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it's in its full bloom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it be to nature takes its course. Leaving it to be. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble with this. Leaving that, and that makes sense of I'm struggling with this reading, and it's about, you know, going ahead and doing those daily things that you've been maybe putting off. So that makes sense. I'm like, struggling to get through this. The mundane act of pulling dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it be to let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha. moments, which bring you even closer to what you seek. Okay. So I'm going to read the prosperity message and the protection message for this card. I feel like both of those are important. Now is the time to take small steps rather than large leaps on the journey to creating your most prosperous life. Move your focus off your big dream and attend to the mundane chores. Focus on the little things that may have piled up while you've been mapping out the greater plan for your life you aspire to manifest into reality. Chop wood, carry water, as the Zen proverb advises, or wash the dishes and walk the dog. While you're doing that, Spirit will have a chance to move mountains and set wondrous miracles in motion for you. Remain humble and aware of the present. That's right. He's subtly here while you're chopping wood and mapping things out in a slow and steady, peaceful way. Are you an armchair astronaut? Do you dream of wealth and fame, big ideas, inventions, or desires with a capital D? The appearance of this card is a sign that you might be devoting far too much time to dreaming and talking about your dreams. You have to get out of the chair to make things happen. You actually have to do something. Start with a small task. Remember, the big dream becomes reality only after you have begun to take incremental steps. Mythologist Joseph Campbell once said, "Take one small step towards the gods and they will take 10 steps towards you." Okay. If this resonates, it's probably because you carry intuitive sensitivity. Please don't force anything to fit. Always just take what resonates, leave the rest. And I thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you soon.